Hi. I'm not supposed to do this. I was told to stop by many people. But I figured, screw it. I want to go through some pertinent information. I think that would come in handy. You see, many years ago, the military was getting ready for some things. And they were sending things to, just civil authorities. One of the things I thought was pertinent was this one right here. If you can't read it, it says shelter in place. Inside hazard while you're inside the building. Same as outdoor hazard while you're outside the building. Plus, turn off HVAC, fans and exhaust fans, combustion heaters, report incidents to fire services or security forces. Basically, call the popo. Close and seal doors, windows to contain hazards. Secure classified material. Evacuate upwind or crosswind. Notify UCC. And I'm just going to kind of go through this, and if you read it, you read it. If you don't, you don't. I do not believe that it is classified information. I can't see why it would be, because, you could buy most of this stuff online. But this whole section here, which is a good chunk of the book, is about what? What do you see it about? It's about chemical and biological agents. It's about what to do. Very little on nuclear and radioactive because, the Cold War is over. Russia's not going to bomb us anymore. The biological agents is interesting because it goes through, it's got anthrax, botulism, plague, pneumoniac, fever, cough, chest tightness, painful, difficult respiration. Those are the symptoms. 2 to 5 days. Inhalation of agent, no person-to-person transmission, but laboratory personnel at risk. Protection, respiratory protection, antibiotics, longer than 7 days after infected. This book, which was bought on the surplus market, scared the crap out of me. And I find myself thinking about it pretty much every day during this lockdown. It says, that's a whole couple pages on shelter in place. Okay. Kind of leaving it there, and if you can zoom in, I don't know if you can. There's a couple tips on here that really stick out to me. The Thing is, if you think about it this way, is this was something that our military had to do. This is how they were taught to shelter in place. They had to know this book. Okay? Because this being a field manual, they were issued this book, probably in basic training. So they had to learn this book. Did you get a book? Look at that. A whole thing on how to use a mask. I mean, think about it. Basically, right now, we got paper masks. This is our mask. Yes, Buzz Lightyear. Okay. Anybody show you how to use that? I don't know how to use that. I know the governor of my state said, wear this outside. She didn't tell me how to wear it. I've been wearing this in the back of my head because nobody showed me how to use it. I've been using the same one over and over and over and over and over again. I've been using it to scrape paint and sand and paint my car and make crystal meth crack amphetamines. It doesn't matter. And I've been using the same one because if you read this, it tells you that these filters, which our military uses, are not good for all that long. So here we are bored. And I know I'm bored. And we're all kind of scared. I know I'm kind of scared. And, you know, really, honestly, you come up with your own thoughts on this, but seriously. I mean, even if you can't read this, look at the pictures. Do you see the picture? I see it. This is a whole manual on how to deal with what we are going through now. Look, canisters and filters. How long they're good for, what they're good for. Right here. Service life. Right? Replace them when you need to replace them. Filter has been immersed in water. Excessive breathing resistance. As soon as it's safe to do so. As soon as it's safe to do so. When exposed to blood agents. Mechanically damaged when directed by a higher authority within 15 days after any exposure. And these, if you look at it, I mean, I'm no scientist, I'm no engineer. I'm just a guy looking at this manual I picked up at Jim's Army Navy store. But it looks like that's a whole bunch of filterage. And then this black stuff, I would assume that this black stuff is probably carbon or charcoal or something like that. And then look at that little bit of white stuff. That's some sort of cloth filter, and there's where you breathe out of. And look, you think that's maybe 6-8 times thicker than those M95 masks they're talking about? So you tell me, you got a mask you got to drink through. Look at that. So our service members don't take these off. Is that what you're telling me? That they got to drink and eat through these masks? What? Oh, look. A whole another section on decontamination. Well, did anybody tell you about how to decontaminate? Seriously, nobody told you how to decontaminate in this thing? That's funny. I must have missed that email. So basically, what this says is don't cross-contaminate stuff, how to decontaminate stuff. You've been exposed. They got these special little wipes here that wipe some black crap on your skin and they decontaminate. This is a whole thing. The guy's got his hand in here and it's a whole mitten so he can put that black crap all over him and decontaminate himself. Oh, wait a minute. You've been wearing your mask outside and gloves and then you come into the house? Really? Really? You do that? Because you know what else I noticed about this is these guys are wearing boots too. Yeah, they wear boots. And they got to decontaminate them their boots. So you probably wear your shoes in the house, huh? And, oh, this thing, oh yeah, you're right. This thing's only transmitted when you cough or sneeze. Oh, that's right. That's right. So when you cough or sneeze, you give out little tiny spit particles, right? That's what makes you sick. Well, they got to go somewhere. They go down to the ground. Not only that, but how many people do you see spit? Nasty, nasty, nasty habit. Ew. But I see people spit all the time. So that stuff is on the ground and you walk through it. And then you walk into your house. Guess what? You got the COVID-19. All right, this is all just first aid after this. But I was looking through this and I thought, man, that's some interesting stuff. And you can get these anywhere. You can get these anywhere. I got this one at a local Army Navy surplus yard sale type of thing. And I mean, there's some things about being, you know, a soldier or an airman or whatever you call it in here. But I've noticed a lot of this. I've noticed that a lot of this book was about chemical, biological, and nuclear threats. These are called MOP levels. And it can't, military operations protective posture or personnel and levels. So if it's not that serious, this is how you can dress. And then you got to dress in this J-Fire special suit. And then it goes up from there, MOP level 3. Now you're talking these guys have to wear all these funky masks. And this guy, check this guy out. He's got a whole bag over him. And this guy, he's going to be a baked potato here. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but oh, jeez. So, I want you all to understand something. Are you getting it? Did you figure it out? Did you get a book? I didn't get a book. I was told to wear some freaking stupid mask. That's it. All right. I'll see you.